So, Coach, how does it feel to get a win at Jack Trice Stadium for Kansas, first time since 2008?
Yeah, it's our first back-to-back conference win since 2008. I mean, this team keeps chipping away at knocking down barriers and things that haven't been done in our program for a long time. I can't tell you how proud I am of them. Tough place to play. Matt's got a heck of a team, and yeah, it was a good football game, a battle of two teams that played hard and physical. And like you said, it's a tough place to come in. 2 years ago, we came in here and we were embarrassed, and it was a early measuring stick about how far we needed to come as a program. And so 2 years, 2+ years later, to come back in and be able to do this is another big step for us right now.
Go ahead.
The progress in these 2 years is what strides do you think this program has made in the last 2 years that enabled it to get this far?
Oh, we don't have that much time. There's so many things, but one is just confidence in the environment when momentum changes, that we haven't flinched. And we found a way, and we stayed aggressive. Andy stayed aggressive calling, right after the touchdown. We stayed aggressive, or excuse me, I think it was after the field goal and after the touchdown again. We come back. So that part, shorten a couple positions that we hadn't been all year, and some guys had to step up and play. And there's not that oh no type of thing. There's a different look in their eye, that hey, we can keep battling. And that's part of growth and maturity, because a lot of these guys are the same guys that were here, and they've been through it now, and with strength and experience and confidence in some wins, they're able to do those things.
You mentioned the choice to go for the deep shot right after Iowa State scored the touchdown. Just what went into that and wanting to?
Well, we figured that deep shot necessarily, it was going to be play action, and we're going to take one, but yeah, because we figured that. They think we're going to run the ball, try to milk some clock, and do some things, and to stay aggressive. And our mentality was going to be important, because I don't even know what did we probably didn't rush for 100 today, did we? No. So I mean, it was tough, and to think you're going to run the ball enough to run the clock out wasn't going to happen. So yeah.
I also wanted to ask about the play that sealed the game, going to Jared there. Just what he's made good catches for you over the years, obviously, but what goes into the choice of a player like that?
Well, it was just put in as a dump play that was going to happen. That we were going to sell run, and there was a couple choices there, but it wasn't like, hey, let's get the ball to Jared. Let's call the play. It's going to work.
How impressed were you with Jason overall?
Yeah, I haven't even looked at his numbers, but he took a low shot. He's I don't know if the numbers are going to jump out at you, but again. He's so much different as far as his demeanor on the sideline, and things were coming. He's anxious to get back out there and attack the situation. So,
how worried were you when he was down on the ground?
Pretty worried. I mean, we got a true freshman, that's played like, I don't know, 5 snaps against Missouri State. On the road, a Big 12 close game. Hasn't played in 2 months, so but again, Cole gets in there even for one play and doesn't flinch. He's got ice in his veins and stuff. But again, to put him in there, again, just like we always talk about, just the reps you're going to have. But yeah, he bounced back though. We're able to have him in there, and obviously, again, very good win for this program.
So you mentioned it was kind of tough running the ball, but what can you say about Devin Neal's performance? I mean, he went over 100 yards against Oklahoma, and today he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, again, his physicality. I thought Daniel Highshaw ran well as well. When Daniel's carrying people and making people miss. Again, this Iowa State defense has been good, ever since Matt got here almost, and they're tough. They're one of the top defenses in the league. It's a defense that we've struggled with in all 3 years. It's a credit to them. They, when you're running the ball, and we run a lot laterally, and things we think are great movement, and they're coming downhill and making things happen. So, but again, Devin stayed patient and made some key runs when we needed to. And again, the nice thing too, also, guys, is to watch this when guys don't have the numbers maybe that they're used to. that they're excited for what's happening around them. And that's another great sign of this football team.
Mello again.
Yeah.
Pick six. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you can't expect that every week, but what you talked a little last week. What's going so well with him?
Well, again, I think he saw. I mean, I think the ball was behind the guy.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
It kind of fell. But again, Mello's, again, he's got quiet confidence. I mean, he and Kobe are, they're both have played a ton of football. Both very confident. Both very good players. They just have a little different approach in outward energy. But Mello has been really ready and confident. Unfortunately, he got hurt, and hopefully we'll get him back.
Do you know his status at all?
Not right now.
Okay.
What went into the success of the run defense this week after?
Well, again, there's something. Again, I think there's some confidence there, a little more movement on some things that we're able to do. I think our ends continue to play well. So until I really look at who is really stepping up, but I did think we had some guys that, outside that. I thought Craig Young showed up tonight, probably the most he has in a while that I can remember just off the top, to see him make some plays. I thought we had some chances also for some sacks in the first half that we kind of, give Rocco some credit because he's elusive, but we had some free hitting things there that we could have maybe have some more effective plays.
We heard you had an update to share on Jalen Daniels and how he didn't travel after the game.
Say that again.
Oh, we heard you might have an update to share because Jalen.
You gave it to everybody.
Oh, okay.
He didn't travel today.
Okay, I didn't know if there was more. But
No, there's nothing. We made a decision that he didn't practice during the week, and it's best that we just give him a chance. And obviously, this is a bus trip for us, and all those things of where he's at. Through the advice of our medical people, that it was in the best interest of him. But again, he stays positive, and we're awfully optimistic about that. So I can answer the question. He's not redshirting. And everything else that may be out there. But yeah, that's about what I got for you today.
How impressed just overall with your defense, especially first half tonight?
Yeah, I thought in that first half, I thought we played really well. But as we said, we talked about this one's going to be one of those that's going to go down to the very end, and yeah, it was.
Was there? I mean, it seemed like you guys do this. I know you have guys fly to the ball, but it seemed like more than 3-4 tonight. It was 5, 6, 7 guys.
We honestly, we probably needed to be better at that early in the year. And we've talked about it, and we talked about certain teams and certain games, and we don't play on grass. No excuse. This is just facts, okay? But you saw guys slip different times. You saw guys that are wide open. Tanaka Scott slipping in. Well, one of the things we talked about is we couldn't take anything for granted about making sure a guy's going to make a play or not. We better be flying around the ball, making sure we got enough people around. And I think in the last couple of weeks we've taken some strides in doing that, and hopefully it's something that we make it the norm.
Anything else for Coach?
So what does a win like this do for your team? I mean, for the remainder of November, still a lot of football to be played, but
Well, I don't know all the ins and outs. Right now, our focus is going to quickly turn to Texas Tech, but I don't know where it's at with everybody, but I know a lot of other people are in the top part. As I said last week, that after the big win, and I'm at home and they're showing the Big 12 standings, and here we thinking that we're doing really well and stuff, and they show 5 teams that are all 4-1 and we're not even listed yet. So to come into a place and we're a ranked football team and be an underdog, again, it shows that we've got to keep chipping away. We've got a lot of work to do yet, and I don't know. We've got a chance here to play the last 3 games. We're in the 4th quarter of the season, starting on Monday. So we got a chance to do some good things. It's I don't know. It's one day at a time, 1 week at a time in our program, and I guess I can wrap it up with this: that's the same approach when we were here, 2 years ago, and having it handed to us. Okay, we got to go back to work one day at a time, keep getting better. And if we change the formula based on wins and losses, That's a very bad message for a football team and a bunch of players. So we're going to stay the same way. They're going to walk in. We're going to address what needs to be improved. We're going to find a way to get healthier, and we're going to find a way to get better before we play Texas Tech.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.